visitors. Lasting stand, holding on comfortably.
Berapa nih? Berapa nih? Baru 20.1. Kami 60.
Once again from Bloom. Hasil, a great touch for a big man. Wasteful on the free kick, and they need to recycle possession better than that. With a man, bigger man light. Here's Oleh. Really seen enough from him from a Kaya perspective today. As we enter the last 20 minutes of this game plus stoppage time. Hasil has looked lively since coming on. As a side of free kick, that probably should be a booking as well. There's some bad challenges in there. Taufik blots his copybook there, goes into the referee's book. Unnecessary challenge as well, perhaps down to tiredness. Battling now for just under 20 minutes with a man light. Will take this. Also breathing rather heavily, not a surprise given the heat and the conditions that they're played in. Most centre players must be pretty exhausted by this point in time. They do need to score soon if they're going to get back into this game. Heads the ball clear for a corner to the home side. Big Dutchman looks like he's breathing rather heavily there. Few can blame him.
Well, they made this so much harder work for themselves than it needed to be. But they're dealing with it at the moment.
One of Belic. Top of everybody. Picked up by Mita. Hasil shapes a shoot, finds Matas on the right. Comes in. Top of everybody. To Water. Shot come in. Clear again by Rivki. One of his saves have been a little unorthodox, but they've done the job. Clumsy there from Kaya. You can see the free kick. Hasil leaving the pressure on PSM.
It was one for the photographers, wasn't it, really, from Rivki? Somewhat spectacular dive across. I think he enjoyed making that one.
I think so. It was an important punch to make, as Oleh was coming in at the far post there, and had he missed that, would have had an open goal. Hasn't happened. Rivki did the job, and so far his clean sheet remains intact. It'll be Munhar to get the game back underway. Minus Taufik, recently went in the book. I find himself a victim of a challenge there from Hasil. Perhaps unsurprisingly, tough down, eating up a few more seconds.
Yeah, it's a silly challenge from Hasil. It's not done his team at all. So knows he's not going to win. You can't blame Taufik rolling around on the ground, milking it for all it's worth.
Definitely making the most of that one. 17 minutes to go. PSM Hasil stand heading Russo 3 point. H of the 2019 possession. Few more seconds. Imagine that frustration starting to really build amongst the Kaya players and staff, and the few fans that are in the stadium as well. Not what they were hoping for when they came to the ground earlier today. I guess the strange thing is, despite trailing 2-0, even though they've had the better of the match, they've not really forced the tempo that much, Jamie.
It's been very scrappy, hasn't it? Very bitty. They want to get on the ball, get things moving, but keep getting injuries, keep getting disruptions.
Nomor 2 di bawah, harus ke
They
bawah.
build again. Soriano. Matas. Pasanabo. Just about keeps it in. Reverse ball there to Matas. It's been a good outlet on the right. Can't get past Taufik. He's had a very good game for PSM. In fact, I think that was Manhar again. He's had an excellent game. And we have a water break with just over 15 minutes of the second half remaining. Do you think Coach McCanna's got any more dice to roll?
I think he's got his best options out there on the pitch, and if these guys can't do it, then it's not going to happen. Don't really feel that they've taken advantage of the extra man all that well. Haven't pulled their opponents around that much. But I think the switch to going 3 at the back for PSM was a smart move. And allowing Bloom to carry on being effective just in front of the back 3 is good. But if they've gone with 3 at the back, then the thing is to get your wide players into positions where they can get behind those 3. But haven't really done that, Kaya.
No, they haven't really stretched play at all since having the man advantage. Both sets of players taking on fluids, using ice to cool themselves down as well. It does look still very, very hot out there. It's kind of been a comfortable game. Conditions to have played a game of football in, especially for the likes of Markkanen and Plume and Clark. These guys look like they've struggled on this heat. Not really surprising.
Well, their bodies run low on lots of things, and what they do after the game will be very important.
Here's that last roll of the dice for Kaya. Final substitution. Tuason coming on for the left back, Xavier Folongo. So they're really going for it now. They've not really got much of a choice. What if they might just go to 3 at the back themselves with Mauro Soriano and Tyler Matas? Push Tuason further up front alongside the likes of Minter and Darryl Roberts. Looks like he's been pushed further forward now. Tuason will be supporting it.
Absolutely, take someone off at the back makes a great deal of sense in the circumstances. I'm surprised that they didn't do it a little bit earlier. And you're absolutely right, they have gone with 3 at the back.
There's Roberts, a nice little touch off there. Pasanabo. That's a nice ball there. He drops it. He's able to collect in a second attempt.
A little bit lucky there, wasn't he? He's looking very casual there, Rivki. As if, yeah, that's what I was going to do all along. But he's got away with that a bit.
So that was yelling to us on there, his first involvement in the game.
Tanggal.
Testing the goalkeeper a little bit. Mark there trying to use his size and strength to win possession, but the judge have conceded a free kick against little Hasil Soriano. Given the difference in size between those two, they've not really tried to play him off against him, which is a strange tactic. But it's worked for PSM so far. They still lead by 2-0, and as things stand, headed for 3 very important points in Group H. Once again, Rivki diving on the ball, just eating up a few seconds. Side closer and closer to that very important win to inflict a first defeat on Kaya in the group stage. 3 points here will see PSM go to 8 points after their 4 matches, 2 wins and 2 draws, 2 fixtures still to come. Kaya remain on 5 points, 1 win, 2 draws and a defeat. As things stand, PSM put themselves in a very good position to qualify for the knockout stages. Home United will still maintain an interest in topping this group.
Iya, baru dia.
The game a little bit later to come against Lao Toyota. Here's Soriano. Looking for Minter. Yeah, decided free kick there, but referee decides against it. There's Markkanen, but he's given the ball away cheaply.
0-2 lah. Masinggung.
That's one back by Clark once again, doing that donkey work in midfield and doing it very, very well indeed. Be a good contender for man of the match, I have to say there, Jamie.
Been very important for them.
PSM hoping to get a free kick themselves there.
Exit poll di sementara dipercaya.
Referee choosing not to award it. Pele looks like he's struggling a little bit. Midfielders will have to do a lot of running, especially since they've gone down to 10 men. 7 minutes.
Ini kan dia data yang belum dikasih masuk tuh.
Expression that I was thinking.
Ya. Itu
They're still
dia bilang TPS yang
they're not doing it so
baru
self-belief.
masuk 5.475 dari 81.000 TPS.
Young Bloom there, just take their time. Absolutely right. Come to be the only having 10 men and not adhere to Rivki there, who just plays his touch. As if to blame those for.
Dua, satu, tiga. Buntu numpuk 20 di suaranya juga. Itu menang lagi di Sulawesi.
Tidak bisa statistik Pak. Statistik ini goyang ya.
Uang. Kalau mau uang gitu. Uang dikasih.
Enggak, statistik tuh kalau survei itu kan. Presiden.
Not quite one thing or the other. Not quite within range to have a shot. Not quite wide enough for clipping it up there for somebody to win the header.
Let's see what the captain does. He's chipping in. It's Rivki that comes and claims. He drops it once again, and he's dropped it again. He's got away with it. The Kaya players had completely switched off there. They expected him to have claimed that, and they weren't alert to the fact that the ball had been dropped not once but twice. It's that roll over the ball, very risky play.
Well, he's done that a couple of times where he does that forward roll when he's collected the ball, and he nearly embarrassed himself there.
If Kaya players had been a little bit more alert to the situation there, pretty much had an open goal there to aim at. Free kick then to PSM, getting to us on the guilty man. So could be in for one last change. Alfan, the man who was fouled, looks like he's about to come off. He's put in a good shift, and he'll be replaced by Aznawi Bahar.
Besar tahu dulu satu besar. Satu.
Slowly makes his way through the play.
Satu.
Alfan going off. Aznawi Makwalam. Someone should refer to him as. Man to come on. Final 7 minutes plus stoppage time.
He'll be the youngest player on the pitch now. I think he's only 19 years of age. 26 age group caps. So obviously he's someone for the future. Normally plays right back, but I think he'll play on the right side of midfield on this occasion.
120 tuh jadi.
Taufik still down. Comes the stretcher. Looks like he's holding his ribs or his elbow.
Ini orang tadi orang sur ada tuh
His elbow.
52 banding 132.
Itu 127.
Isi di atasnya supaya jelas.
Ini TPS berapa? TPS 50.
127. Oh, 127 tahu.
Didn't require a stretcher, but
127.
there we go. Such is the way of the modern game. It's being lifted onto it as well now, so perhaps more serious than it appears.
I don't think so. I think it's just running the clock down.
Well, this does give the players an opportunity to get some more water on, and you look at Mark Clock there. I'm not sure how much of that is water and how much of that is sweat, but I imagine a fair amount of it is sweat. He's certainly put in a hell of a shift today, and has really sweat and fought for the cause. And Zarfan, who went down there clutching his head, but he's been subbed off. Taufik was stretchered off. Zamita, it's the ball back. It's given away again. Kaya now really do seem to have run out of ideas, and PSM seem to be holding them at bay quite comfortably, Jamie.
Yeah, I think there was a little spell around the time when they hit the crossbar that you thought, yes, they could get back into this. Flag's been raised. Referee a bit slow to spot it.
Should have just played on there, to be honest. Kai had possession of the ball. Tuason in a little bit of pain. His side are trailing by 2 goals to 0 with under 5 minutes to go. It's his own time he's now wasting. If Kai to get anything from this game, I've said it a few times already this second half, they're going to have to score soon. Time is ticking away. Coach Makada not very happy at all. Sorry, that's Coach Kalazic. Making another substitution. Taufik's gone off. He perhaps did have a more serious injury than we thought. And on has come Reva Utama for the final 5 minutes plus stoppage time. Throw into Kaya. Talamatas will take it. To wind those arms up once again and launch one into the box. I'm sure Jordan Minter will be the target, but he's being marked by Plume and Markkinen. If he wins the ball there, he's done very well. It's Plume with the header. It's won by Kaya again. It's cleared. Sorry, Arno. To a meter.
Good work defensively there.
Substitute Clock once again tidying up and earning his side a free kick. Oh, and that's nasty off the ball there. That's completely unnecessary by Soriano. Surely he's going to see red for this. Can't imagine what he was thinking. He's already walking to the subs bench. Surely he knows he's going to be sent off. Yep, and the referee issues the red card. And things go from bad to worse for Kaya. And it's still all kicking off. Clock clearly really unhappy and really surprising. Really need to calm him down. His coach is having to manhandle him, as is Plume. Furious with the treatment meted out to him, and not really surprised. I'm sure that's probably not helped just throwing a bottle of water in his face either.
The red mist has descended, hasn't it, as far as Clock's concerned?
He's absolutely enraged, and it's as now he's calming him down, the 19-year-old, telling his much more senior teammate to calm down, and he was fuming.
I think Klopp knows that he needs to calm down. He's just not ready to calm down just yet. It was an absolutely ludicrous kick on the side here. I mean, he's fiddling around with the ball. He's looking for the free kick, but he's stumbled there. And then this one.
Oh, my word. What is he thinking? I mean, Klopp has his studs up in his face, which is unnecessary, but, I mean, he's just booted him. I mean, that is quite staggering. I mean, that is unnecessary behaviour from Klopp. Wow. I mean, surely he's going to get more than a 3-game ban for that. That is.
I'm sure he'll be looking. He must be looking at 6-game ban, something like that.
I mean, that is absolutely dreadful, and right in front of his own coach as well. I mean, I was going to say, what is he thinking? But he's clearly not thinking there. I mean, that's absolutely astonishing. And you'd have to say that is any chance Kai had of getting back into this game have now gone. 2-0 down, both teams have 10 men. Hasil Soriano with one of the most ridiculous sendings off I think you'll ever see, and it's getting a bit nasty out there now as well. Pardon me if you heard anything rude there over the microphone was picked up. Not very good language at about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and there's seemingly a problem again. In trouble? Has he been booked? Yes, it seems like he's been shown a yellow card. Exactly sure what happened there. Something happened out of shot. Taken off from the referee in a yellow card. Anyway, the ball's played forward to Minter. He's gone down and it's a penalty. He's given a penalty.
It's a definite pen.
It is.
Absolutely nailed on.
It's Kippo, the substitute, has conceded the penalty. There's more remonstrations and the referee is losing control on this one, Jamie. It's a yellow card for Rivki. Looks like it's going to be a yellow card for Belic as well. No, decides against it. Bloom is furious. Rivki's saying it was a push. I often wonder about this, Jamie. We watch a lot of football. I can only think of one time when I've ever seen a referee change his mind regarding a penalty that he's already awarded without the use of VAR.
I'm not even sure that they're complaining about the penalty. I think they're complaining about some of the treatment earlier up the pitch, Markkanen being involved. He got a yellow card and Bloom's losing it. Goalkeeper's lost it. And it's all very ugly. Very, very difficult for the referee to reassert control over the game.
I also wonder how much of it might be mind games designed to put Belic off as well, making him have to wait a little bit longer to take the penalty. Well, it will be the captain who takes it. 5 minutes of time added on have been signalled, and if this does go in, then Kaya do have a chance of getting something out of this game, something they really wouldn't deserve. It's Belic with the penalty, and Belic scores. Calm as you like. And once again, tries to pick up the ball after the ball goes in. Rivki's now rolling around the floor. Belic has gone into the book himself. And for a game that was basically simmering for quite a long time, this has really come to the boil in the last few minutes.
It's not just come to the boil, it's boiled all over the place, hasn't it? Belic was stupid there. Obviously he's rushing in to collect the ball, but he knows the goalkeeper's not going to let him, so he goes straight into him. And there's got to be a yellow card.
Yeah, can have no complaints about the yellow card there shown by referee Monkolchai. But it is now Kaya 1, PSM 2, and we'll have probably about another 4 minutes still to go in this one. So the game isn't over. They've given themselves a chance. And Rivki's still down. So this could still go not either way. It'd be hard to see Kaya coming back to win this one from this position, but they do have a chance to tie the match and earn themselves a point they probably wouldn't deserve. And I guess if you're PSM now, you're starting to feel a little bit nervous because you conceded a late goal in the last game.
Absolutely.
Rivki's milking this for all it's worth, but he's going to have to continue because they've made all their substitutes. There's no one else they can bring on, so he will have to continue. And this is just adding time on for Kaya. And all of a sudden, from a position of absolute security, PSM find themselves under pressure. It looked like they'd wrapped up all 3 points, especially once Soriano ludicrously got himself sent off with what can only be described as an act of thuggery. But tempers have definitely flared. I think PSM have kind of lost their concentration, perhaps angry at that act from Soriano. And so far it's cost them. Whether it cost them all 3 points remains to be seen.
I wonder if both clubs might be in a little bit of trouble really with the AFC. Failure to control the players. Bloom's trying to calm things down there.
He's up, back on his feet. For Kaya, you'd be hoping to test him. Doesn't look like he's moving that freely. It remains to see how much longer the referee adds on to this one. Not a definite foul throw there. Mora gets it forward. It's taken down by Minter. That's a free kick as well, and it's getting ugly here. But it's already got ugly. It's getting uglier. It's a flat out on the floor. His teammates seem overly concerned by it. The man there conceded the free kick. And this is a chance now for Kaya.
Well, you've got to lob it in there, haven't you? Throw it up there, see what happens. There's madness going on. Anything could happen, could be another pen.
Rivki's not been overly convincing, and he does seem to be struggling, but that's well-headed clear from Plume, the captain. Kaya just needs to get the ball back into the box. There he goes forward. It's well dealt with by PSM. The ball allowed to roll out. I don't seem to be busting out here really to get the ball back into play. It's their time that they're wasting. Anyway, the ball goes forward from Matas. That's well won there by Clark. And PSM will take the opportunity to use a bit more time. He'd have to think this